Welcome, new grad students. Today, we're going to give you a short presentation about our top most 15 useful things at UCR Library. I'm Sandy, the Special Collections Librarian.
And I'm Rachel, the Digital Scholarship Librarian.
Our top choice for the most useful resource of the library is, of course, librarians. We are part of an amazing team of multidisciplinary and talented librarians who are here to help you throughout your journey at UCR. Here you see just a few of our colleagues, but we actually have around 18 librarians total here at UCR. So we cover a lot of ground in terms of expertise, experience, and interests.
We have two libraries here at UCR. So Rivera is the older of the two buildings and houses our humanities, arts, and social sciences collections, as well as our special collections and university archives, and maybe some ghosts. Orbach is the newer building and includes our STEM collections, geospatial resources, and our makerspace called the Creator Lab. The library buildings are scheduled to reopen on September 7th. And when you come visit, remember to bring your R card. Your R card is your library card, and you'll need it to access the course reserves, check out books, copy and print, and use the vending machines.
And if you need to access library resources like databases, journals, or ebooks outside of campus, then you'll want to make sure to download and set up our VPN, which you can easily do by selecting the Connect from Off-Campus link on the UCR Library website, which is located at library.ucr.edu. It's super quick and painless, but it's always better to have it ready to go before you actually need it.
So you've set up the VPN on your computer and you're ready to search for research materials. So now what? There are several ways that you can search for books, articles, primary sources, and lots of other kinds of materials held by the library. A great place to start your search is on the homepage of the library website. The big search bar there will pull up results from several places, including our UC-wide shared library catalog called UC Library Search, from our course reserves, from library guides, and even our digital collections. So UC Library Search is the primary catalog interface where you can find books, articles, media, and other materials that are held by all the UC campus libraries. So this is where you'll go to find materials in UCR Library, as well as materials that you can request through interlibrary loan from other libraries. The library also offers a ton of databases where you can search for articles or data.
Yeah, and if you need more help with narrowing down your research area or your focus, you should also explore our curated research guides, also known as LibGuides, or our subject guides. These are librarian-made resources to help you navigate different disciplinary fields. They're a great supplement to our library databases, which are typically the bread and butter of many research projects, since that's where you can find most of your scholarly articles and publications.
So one practice that we highly recommend you start doing as soon as you can is using a citation management tool to organize your references and your research materials. Personally, I love Zotero. It's free, open source, and super easy to use. You can save references automatically with one click using a button in your browser as you're kind of, doing your online research, and easily create a bibliography in any citation style. Honestly, this might be my number one super tip for new grad students, and we frequently offer workshops on different citation management tools.
Yeah, I highly recommend you check out those workshops. Really helpful stuff to know. And if you're interested in more specialized support, like if you're into geospatial research or music, then these are other collections that you want to check out. Our geospatial resources space is located in the Orbach Library, and it has tons of information about GIS data, programs, maps, etc. And our music collection is located in Rivera Library, and that includes listening equipment, scores, recordings, media, and ton more. I highly recommend checking out the Dexter Thomas Jr. collection of Japanese hip hop if you ever get a chance. There's also other ways that you can relax and decompress in between classes. For instance, if you want to find media resources to stream, like movies, you can use the UCR catalog, and you can also borrow DVDs from the Rivera Library. We even have 2 multimedia gaming rooms in Rivera.
So the library isn't just a place to find books and research materials or the cool media resources Sandy just mentioned. We're also here to help you learn new skills and research tools. We offer workshops on a lot of different topics, including, as I mentioned earlier, citation management, but also things like open access, working with data, digital scholarship methods, our special collections, and a lot more. For the past year, we've been recording most of our workshops that we've offered virtually and posting the videos on YouTube. So check out the library website to find out what workshops will be offered this fall. Most will continue to be offered virtually for the fall 2021 quarter.
Next up, we have my personal and probably biased favorites, Special Collections and University Archives, also known as SKUA. We care for and provide access to unique materials and archival collections that document a ton of different subjects. To give you an example, some of our major collections focus on science fiction, comics, local Southern California history, Latin American history, history of UCR, water studies, and much more.
You might also be wondering, what are some of the study space options in the libraries here? So there's actually a lot of great options. We have some reservable group study rooms in both Orbach and Rivera libraries. And most of these have, windows, whiteboards, and large monitors for collaboration. We also have plenty of open study spaces on the lower floors of the library and quiet study spaces on some of the upper floors. In Rivera, there are also a few graduate student carrels that you can reserve or request permission to use by filling out a form on the library website. So for any information on these spaces, definitely check out the section about study spaces under using the library on our website.
And in addition to all of those library spaces, there's also some awesome technological resources that you should take advantage of because it's free. We have all the basics like laptops that you can check out, both Windows and Mac, plus printers and scanners. And we also have an amazing makerspace called the Creator Lab. There you can access all kinds of different tools, trainings, and software, including things like 3D printers, VR headsets, sewing machines, button making machines, etc.
We also know that a lot of you will be teaching assistants or graduate instructors at some point. So there are some awesome instructional support resources that you should definitely know about. We, of course, have the course reserves that provide access to course readings and materials that are selected by instructors. But we also have a team of amazing teaching and learning librarians who offer in-class library instruction sessions that can introduce students to effective research methods, working with primary sources, and other topics. Also, through our digital scholarship program, we're scaling up support for digital humanities and the use of digital tools in the classroom, such as Omeka for digital exhibits or Voyant for text analysis. UCR also has a wonderful team of instructional designers over at Excite. They help instructors with course design and innovative learning technologies.
You might remember earlier we said that librarians were the best resource in the library, and that is still true, but it gets even better. You can actually talk to a librarian 24/7 by using our Ask a Librarian chat feature. It's like the Denny's of libraries. Just keep in mind that depending on the time that you chat, you might reach librarians outside of UCR who are in different time zones. So they'll forward your question to us if it needs our specific expertise.
So that's pretty much it. We do want to call attention to the fact that, some details about the fall are still changing. So definitely remember to check the library website for any COVID-related updates, and definitely feel free to reach out to us if you have any questions. We'd also really highly encourage you to follow the library on all these different social media or any of your choice to more easily stay updated with things that are going on this fall. And that's it. Thank you.
Have a great quarter, everybody. Thank you.